welcome back to my channel. My name is Sylvia for those of you who are new here, and today's video is something that was requested a little while back, but honestly it just took me so long to gather everything to be able to sit down and actually record. So today I'm going to go through my Stoney Clover Lane collection. For those of you who've never heard of Stoney Clover Lane, it is a company, a brand that has customized pouches, accessories, travel bags, and I've been gathering some items since 2020. So my collection has definitely grown, and if you make it all the way through the end of the video, you might get a chance to see some of my items that I'm going to be putting for sale. Hopefully that they will go to some nice new homes. It's going to be quite a lengthy video, so you might want to grab a refreshment and let's get straight into it. So there are so many different pieces that I own that I didn't really know how to go about recording, but I think we'll go by categories. And my first category are items that I just have like one specific type of. So starting with one of the first things I ever purchased, it was from the Stoney Clover Lane and Hello Kitty collaboration. This used to be called a pencil pouch. I think it's just called a slim pouch now. There were so many cute prints in this collection and things sold out very quickly, and by the time I decided, yes, this is what I want to purchase, it was my first Stoney Clover Lane purchase, they had very few things left. This one, I remember at the time it was 2020, so I was putting a lot of my reusable cloth face masks in here and slipping it in my bag. And now I'll usually put like some accessories in here. I don't necessarily put pens or pencils just because I didn't want the inside getting stained. I actually see that there is a stain. I think I did that once. I put some pens in here, and sometimes I can clean it, sometimes I sadly cannot. This one is more like an accessory bag for me, and they did bring this back as a restock once, and I regret not getting a large pouch in this bow print. Again, one of the other first items I ever purchased for Stoney Clover Lane, it was a Love Shack Fancy and Stoney Clover collaboration. Those bags were so cute, and I regret not getting more at the time, but again, they were expensive and I was new to owning Stoney Clover items. So this one is like the faux leather flat pouch, I believe is what it's called. I still have the foam insertion there just to kind of keep it nice and almost like brand new. This one, I used to have a clear tote bag that I took with me, and I remember putting some items in here and then putting it in my clear tote bag, so that was pretty cute. But this one, to be honest, I don't use as much just because I feel like it would be really difficult to clean the faux leather and I don't want it to get too dirty. Next up, something that I use very often, especially when I'm traveling, is my jewelry pouch. This was from, I can't remember exactly the name, so I apologize if I'm getting them wrong for anyone who's a true Stoney Clover fan, but I know it was a spring collection, I think in 2021. You can correct me if I'm wrong. There was like gingham, picnic, pastel. I know pastel was a part of it, but I got this jewelry pouch. It does carry a good amount of jewelry. I don't really wear earrings anymore, but it has a lot of slots for that, and you can put your rings, bracelets, necklaces. I usually have a lot of rings, and then my Pandora bracelets, especially when I'm going to Disney, so I will mostly use that for carrying my special pieces with me. And it's pink, which is cute. You'll definitely see my aesthetic through the pieces that I own. Lastly, a random one-off item that I have is this little jewelry box. It was from the Park and Beach collaboration from, I think, 2023. And again, someone can put in the comments exactly the name of the collection and the date that it released if you would like. So Zoe Dokis, who is a huge Stoney Clover influencer and just fanatic for, she has her own brand where she makes bracelets and some necklaces, and they collaborated together to make this little jewelry pouch, little jewelry box. I have been putting some Stoney Clover accessories in here. I am mostly just going through my pouches today. If you are interested to see my accessories, I have some sweatshirts, scrunchies, headbands. If you want to see that kind of a thing, put a comment down below and I'll see if that's something people would be interested in. And this one, it is the nice velvety soft material. So this one I try to keep nice and clean. I don't really travel with it because again, I don't want it to get ruined. So this one mostly just stays at home. Okay, this next group is what I have the most of. It's my favorite pouch that Stoney Clover makes, so it's not surprising that I have a lot of them. Some of them I use on a daily basis. Some of them I rotate through based on the occasion or the season where I am going. So let's get into mini pouches. One of the first mini pouches I ever got was this pink corduroy pouch. It was, I think, from 2020, one of their fall collections, if I'm not mistaken. And this one I used a lot at the time, again, during the pandemic, for face masks, hand sanitizer would fit in here, chapstick. So anything that I needed on a daily basis to be in my purse, this little pouch was amazing at storing a lot of items. So I have the pink corduroy. Continuing with fall, I have the pistachio green and the sparkling cider mini pouches. The pistachio green I did get the first time the collection came around. I think it was when they had a restock that I jumped on the sparkling cider train. These ones, I feel like nowadays they mostly carry, when I'm traveling, my miniature perfumes, maybe some lip balm, lipstick, that sort of thing. These two, very popular. I don't exactly have the exact dates of when I got what, but I'm trying to go through the collections chronologically. I apologize if I'm getting some out of order. Next up, we have this cozy mini pouch. I don't remember the exact color, but I know that they had like a pink color. I think they even did white once, and I got this nice light brown, this almost beige color. This one I mostly use during the winter time. Now we're getting into one of my favorite collections, or collaborations I should say. I have a pink flamingo mini pouch that I put a Minnie Mouse bow patch on. This patch is from the Fable store at the Four Seasons Orlando. At the time, you could only get the Minnie and Mickey patches at that particular location in Florida. So when Carl and I went to Florida, I think for the first time, no wait, it was the second time ever that we went to Florida in 2021, I made it a part of our itinerary to go to Fable just so that I could go get those items. And of course, Carl is amazing and he didn't say no. So I was able to customize this patch onto the bag, not at Fable, but when the Newport Beach store opened and I got to go to that opening. That was really fun in 2020. I was able to bring my items to customize to the store. I use these a lot when I go to the parks. They're just so easy to throw into my backpack or even my fanny packs, so they're definitely a favorite. Next up, we have the Ruby mini pouch. Ruby is one of my favorite colors that Stoney Clover has ever produced, and it's a limited color. They restocked it, I think, twice just because people were so adamant about it, and I know I was one of those people. So thank you, Kendall and Libby and the team, for restocking such an amazing color. Of course, I had to put one of my Fable Mickey patches on this cute little mini. So he's always a favorite. Continuing on with Disney, this rainbow mini pouch I purchased at the Newport store in Lido, and I used one of my Fable mini patches to get customized on here because I already had the flamingo pink. This one is such a good color, and so I wanted something slightly different, but I felt like the rainbow was universal. It could go with so many different occasions, so I opted to put her on that. One of the first Mickey and Friends collections that Stoney Clover had, I was there for that launch if you want to check out that video. So I picked up a lot from that collection. We have the, I think, Dynamic Duo, if that was the correct print name, pouch. And then this one I think is Fabulous 5 Friends. You can correct me. So this one, it has like the little hearts and then the whole gang is there. Of course, we have the cute little Mickey on the zipper here. And then these, again, perfect for when I'm traveling at the parks. I sometimes put my tech accessories in them. So if I have my ring light or I need maybe extra battery, that sort of thing, they fit pretty well in my mini pouches. We have Pluto and Donald, who just had his 90th birthday. This one I haven't really used much, but I thought when I ever go on a Disney cruise, this would be the pouch to take. This one I use a lot when I'm using my tech items in the park. Pluto is just easy to find in my bag. I like that these are colorful enough that, like, even if it's in a big bag when I'm traveling, I can easily identify it and pull out what I need quickly instead of searching forever. Next we have, this was from a Christmas collection. I think it was from 2022, and they only had a few items. One of them was a fanny pack and it sold out. I actually slept in by mistake. My alarm didn't go off, and so I missed the drop at 7 a.m. Pacific time, and I was so upset, but I still at least was able to buy some other items, including this blue velvet mini pouch. It's got some silver embroidered Mickeys on there. Very cute. Last Disney mini pouch is this clear front pouch. I can't remember the name of this print, I apologize. I like the clear pouches, especially when I'm traveling and like TSA just quickly wants me to take everything out so that they can inspect it. So if I have travel sized beauty items, I can put it in this one and they don't have to like fully take everything out. Sometimes they do, but for the most part this is enough, and even at the Disney parks this is enough for them. So I'll put first aid stuff in here. We're not done with minis, so that was just my Disney items. So continuing on, here is another clear front mini. This one is in the gorgeous emerald green. I think there was like a question box that Kendall put on her Instagram stories once asking what kind of colors we would like to see, and I think I said like emerald green, deep green, forest green, I can't remember exactly, but it was almost like a dream come true when the Homecoming fall collection launched and emerald was one of the colors. And I think at the time this was the only possible way that you could get a mini emerald with the clear front. So I opted to get that just because I loved the color so much. From that same collection, the Homecoming, I have this, I don't think this one is the espresso, I think this was the chocolate brown mini pouch. I kind of regret not getting the espresso pouches, but I at least do have a brown one that I like to use during the fall. So we have the Houndstooth mini pouch. This one I think was one of their winter drops around the same time as the fall. I love the Houndstooth print. It looks very classy. This one could go with any occasion all year round. So I love that one. Moving out of winter and into the spring, we have this cute little gingham embroidered pouch. It's got the little embroidered hearts on here. Plaid the gingham on the inside. Another collection that did really well was a tea time collection. So I was able to snag this gorgeous blue, almost French style pouch. Love that one. A few more, almost there. I think this was one of their summer collections. I picked up this, I think it was like seafoam or sea glass green mini pouch. It's made out of terry cloth on the outside, and then on the inside it's like the nylon that Stoney Clover always has. So this one is great, like going to wild rivers, going to the pool, the beach, very on point. I picked up one of these lemon mini pouches when the color was being discontinued. I haven't decided if I'm going to embroider it or customize it or not, but this one is the lemon color, which they now have banana. The Shop Park and Beach collaboration mini pouch. I think that this was when they had the collection 2.0. I think I got the jewelry box first, and then I purchased the mini when they had the second go around, because so many people loved the items that they asked for restock. Okay, this one I haven't had a chance to use yet, but this was from Libby's birthday celebration collection. It has this really pretty, almost like confetti sprinkles look to it, and the little heart, you can see it's brand new, haven't used it yet, little heart zipper with the little stone, super cute. I think I was planning to use this for my 30th birthday in January, but I ended up not really doing anything, not going anywhere. I think I stayed home and did laundry, so that's why the tag is still on it, and I'll need to think of a special event to use it for. These last two items, I do have stuff in them. So we have another clear front mini. This one is the color Sand, and I have, as you can see, a lot of my lip products in them. So I've got like all of the Laneige lip balms. I have some of the lip sleeping masks in here. I have some of the Dior lip oils. They hold a lot. That's why I love them so much and why I have so many. So this one I always have in the bathroom, and I just rotate through which lip product I'm going to be using and putting in my purse. Last but not least, we have this round mini pouch, and this was from the Target collaboration that Stoney Clover had a few years back. And this is what I had a lot of my migraine like emergency kit items. So I can say I have Advil, Excedrin, essential oils. I have the liquid IV in here, and I think there's even still my little jade face roller. I have a miniature face roller just from when the tension was so bad. Thankfully, I have much better medication that I take, so this isn't like what I always go to, but it's something that I always bring with me to the parks just in case, as well as my migraine medication. So those are all of the minis. So now moving on to the next category. So transitioning from the mini size pouch to the small pouch. This one is another bigger group, but I don't think I have as many as my minis. I might have to count. Going back to one of the first items I ever purchased from Stoney Clover Lane, from during the time they had the Hello Kitty collaboration, I got this white, or I think it's a Blanc small pouch, and then I customized my initials as well as this cute little Hello Kitty bow on the back. This one I haven't used as much because I noticed it started yellowing. I can't remember if I put makeup in here or not, but I just wanted the white to stay as vibrant as possible. So this one I use on special occasions. I don't have a lot of customized pieces, you'll actually notice, just because one, I'm very ambivalent and I might change my mind, and two, a lot of the times I buy stuff that has a print or a pattern and I don't want to cover it up, but the ones that I do have customized the most would be something that's just more of a plain color, not really with anything in the background. Going back to one of my favorite colors, we have the ruby red small pouch, not customized. Second favorite color, the emerald green small pouch. These I use so much when I'm traveling, especially the darker ones. These I will definitely put my makeup into because I feel like if something spills, it's not as noticeable compared to like the white or a light pink. I think this was also from the Homecoming collection. This one, I can't remember what the color was. It's different from the chocolate, I feel like. It's something else. I don't think it was honey. I don't think it was caramel. Maybe? Can someone please help me and remember what was the name of this color? But this one, love to use during the autumn time, of course. One of the most beloved colors, sparkling cider. It's like this beautiful peachy pink. Love it. Getting into some of the ones with prints. I actually purchased this from a reseller online. This was, I think, exclusively only available at the Stoney Clover store in Nashville, if I'm not mistaken. So I waited and I eventually bit the bullet and purchased this from somebody on the internet. It came in really good condition. I don't think they ever really used it, and so that's nice. Another one that I bought from a reseller was this pink velvet with a little heart embroidered pieces on there. I love to use this during February, Valentine's vibes. I don't have the Park and Beach bag. It would look very similar to this, except instead of the gold embroidered stars, they would have been colors. I don't know if I regret not getting it, but I at least have this one with the stars. Going back to houndstooth, this one is the pink houndstooth. So cute. Can't wait to use this during the winter season. Another item that I didn't get a chance to use yet, but I'm looking forward to, is from the Libby's birthday collection, that like pink confetti sparkly print. That was container number 1. I don't have the best storage for them right now since we're still living at my parents', but I try to keep things as organized as I possibly can. Now for Disney. I definitely have a good amount of these pouches. So starting with, this one's probably going to be hard to see on camera. It's from the Star Wars collaboration. This was one of the prints I think that sold out pretty fast, so I'm glad I was able to get it. It's like nice light pink with all of the different Star Wars icons. And then this one I actually picked up when they were having a sale at the Newport Beach store. I haven't used it yet, and this is the Sleeping Beauty print small pouch. These ones I definitely have gotten more use out of. Going back to the Mickey and Friends collection, this print is so cute. I can't remember if this was Dynamic Duo or something else, but love the light blue stripes, and then Mickey and Minnie, the pop of the red on her bow, super cute. Here we have the whole gang with this nice light pink, almost like a peach background, and then all of the characters on there sticking out. Next we have this Minnie Mouse bow print with the clear front. They had a few clear front items from this collection, I remember, and I really loved this print so much that I wanted it even though it was a clear front. I kind of would have liked to see this with just the print all around it, but it still is really nice. I use this a lot when I go to the parks and I have a lot of first aid stuff or my tech items. Usually that's enough for the security to look through and pass it on without having to make me open it up and show them everything. Love this pouch so much. The Cinderella small pouch. I don't want to have it customized because I don't want to cover up any of the really cute icons. They had some really good patches though. I kind of regret not getting some of them before they sold out. We have all of the princesses. This is the small pouch that has the ruffles around it. I kind of wish I had waited because they did end up bringing this print back recently, and they had a small pouch as well as a large pouch without the ruffle, but I had already invested in this piece and it just didn't really make financial sense to buy it all over again just to get rid of the ruffle. This is pretty much the pouch I use whenever I'm traveling for my makeup. Last but not least, this one is being used. Another Target collaboration small pouch. It has all of my first aid items that I do take to the park. It's just easy to grab this from under the bathroom sink, put it in our backpack when Carl and I go to the park. Got everything that I need and more just in case. So that is the small pouch collection, and we're still not done. Moving on up now to the large pouch. We have, going back to that Christmas Disney collection, this one is the red velvet with the little gold embroidered Mickeys. Really cute. This is another terry cloth pouch from that summer collection. They had several different colors. I know that they had the green one that I got, this blue, I think they had just all white terry cloth, and even like a purple, mermaid purple color. So this one I know I've used several times for all of my toiletry items when I'm traveling, especially in the summer. One of my favorite colors, of course, I had to get the emerald green large pouch. This one I feel like is the one that I always carry my Dyson Airwrap in whenever I'm traveling. So all of my hair accessories, my brushes, my combs, dry shampoo, plus the Airwrap and all of the attachments fits in this pouch. I love it so much. Another Star Wars pouch. This one has the Death Star. This has like this almost titanium color zipper and a darker interior, which is cool. All right, Disney time. Again, going back to Fable. This was one of the first items that I purchased. It was already customized at the Four Seasons Orlando Fable boutique, and I knew that I wanted to invest in something that was already made, ready to go, and then I just stocked up on as many patches as they would let me buy. So this is one of those corduroy pieces, corduroy collections, and it has the large Mickey and Minnie patch on there. Stoney Clover does now have Minnie and Mickey patches very similar to this, but this was the OG patch and it does look slightly different. I don't know why, but I feel like I prefer these patches over the newer ones. I still like the newer ones. I've still purchased the newer ones, but there's just something about the look that's just very classic Disney. So here is my favorite ruby red large pouch with the two patches that I was able to purchase from the Fable boutique. I wanted it to be slightly different compared to the one that I purchased at Fable, so I just switched Minnie and Mickey around and had them be not so close. And this one I have yet to use, still has the tag on it, but they had another sale, I believe, for the Mickey and Friends collection. So I went to the Lido store and I picked this up while it was still there. The princesses, again, I kind of wish that I had it without the ruffles, but at the time we didn't know it was going to restock like a year and a half later. So it's fine, but this definitely holds all of my makeup and with room to spare. I just used this on my last trip up to Monterey, and even with everything that I use on a daily basis for makeup, I still had space in here, and I put other pouches in here as well. So it holds a lot. Last large pouch, and this one I definitely use because it has stuff in it. It's this white terry cloth pouch from the Target collaboration. This one holds all of my toiletry items, plus a little bit of room to spare. It's a mess in here, but it's got this like rainbow gingham interior, and there actually is another zipper on the inside, which is interesting that they don't do that on their other pouches. So that is all of my large pouches. They carry a great amount of stuff. So if you're just someone who wants to just throw all of your toiletries in one bag, all of your tech items into one bag, or if you have crafting materials, I like journaling. So if you have washi tape, stickers, a planner, it holds so much in the large pouch. I'm not even kidding. A few more categories to go. Okay, we're going back in time because I forgot some items. I'm sorry. But going back to mini pouches, I have a couple more from the Target collaboration. This cute little pink heart embroidered pouch, as well as this purple terry cloth with a like embossed heart print. And one last small pouch is this pink Target collaboration pouch. This one I haven't used as much because sadly it was starting to unravel. Now I know that some people definitely have their opinions on Stoney Clover Lane. It is an investment. They are not going to be something that you can just pick up like at Target, other than the Target collaboration, or like Walmart, that sort of thing. They are very well made, and I think that is part of the reason why you do pay the price. This small pouch was like $10 compared to this pouch, which is more like $58. But the quality is definitely different, from the zipper quality to just the stitching and the material of the nylon. This zipper, Carl had to try to help me re-sew because it started unraveling and then I couldn't zip the bag closed. So yeah, pros and cons for sure with buying something that's cheaper. It may not be the best quality compared to these pouches. I have not had a problem with that at all. At least I haven't personally. I don't know if anyone else has, but sometimes you do need to pay more for something a little more durable. Thank you for bearing with me. Moving on to the next category are fanny packs. These ones, it took me a while to jump on the train just because one, sizing, and two, I just didn't know if I would be able to hold as much in a fanny pack compared to like a small or a large pouch, but they definitely do have their benefits, especially when going to Disney. So let's get into it. Okay, not in any particular order necessarily, but first up we have this sparkling cider fanny pack. I haven't customized it yet. I do have some patches, so I have some ideas, but I don't know, like part of me just kind of likes the color neutral, but I feel like maybe I should put something on here. What do you think? This one I was really fortunate to get. It was from a recent Halloween Disney collection. We've got Minnie and Mickey with their Halloween treats and the Mickey pumpkin. I was kind of hoping it was more of like a vibrant orange, like even if it had this interior lining color on the outside, I feel like it would just pop a little bit more because it's definitely more kind of faded, kind of neutral, very similar to the sparkling cider, almost identical. So it would have been nice if it was slightly darker, a little bit more Halloween vibes. Cinderella. This one I don't plan to customize just because I think the print is perfect just as she is. And my friend Angie was kind enough to give me her Cinderella fanny pack extender because sometimes I want it to like hang more lower to my hip than like near my ribs. So thank you, Angie, for giving me that extender. The Minnie Mouse bow fanny pack. This one I do use a lot. So cute. Next we have the flamingo pink fanny pack with one of my Fable Minnie Mouse patches that I got customized on there. My favorite ruby red. I know that they have in previous restocks had, I think, the jumbo size. Most of my fanny packs are just the classic, like the one size that they used to just have on a regular basis. But now they've incorporated more and more of the jumbo or larger sized fanny packs. And so those definitely hold a lot more than these would. I missed out on the Christmas fanny pack, so I customized my own Christmas themed fanny pack. This is with the sand color, and they had these patches available for sale. So I got this made at the Newport store, just so that I have something Christmassy since I missed out on that gorgeous fanny pack. Of course, I have the Disney Princess fanny pack. This one I did get when they had the restock without the ruffles. Initially when it was made, it does have like the ruffles on the lip of the fanny pack, but I'm glad that I was able to get this without, just because it doesn't cover up the design as much. This is one of the newer items. This is from the Alice in Wonderland collection. Very cute, the birthday theme. And this is one of my most recent purchases, and I'm so happy I got this. So happy they restocked. This is the neutral Mickey Mouse fanny pack. I just got it like 2 days ago, so I'm really excited to be able to use this. And now on to the jumbo sized fanny packs. I have one Mickey jumbo. So this one, compared to this size, you can see classic size, jumbo size. It's definitely bigger, holds more. So if I'm going to the park by myself, or if I know I need a lot of extra tech in my bag and I don't want to have a backpack, this is what I will use. It holds a good amount, But if I'm going to the park with Carl and I know that he's gonna carry a backpack for us with like the water bottle, first aid kit, I'll just put like my wallet, sunglasses, hand sanitizer, lip balm, the keys, that sort of thing in the classic size. And last but not least, I have the Park and Beach collaboration jumbo fanny pack. This one I did use on a Star Wars day, May 4th, and I can't remember exactly what I was wearing, but it was a dark enough color that some of it, the dye transferred onto the back. I worked really hard to clean it off. So some of these, like, they're in new condition. Some of them like are used, but I tried to make it look like brand new. So that's why some of them don't really go out as much. Those are all of my fanny packs. The fanny packs I use mostly when I go to the park. Some people wear them to the store, like just out and about in their daily life. But for me, I feel like for some reason, the fanny pack is a park item. It's a park accessory, but that's just me. We're almost done. We're almost done, I promise. Thank you for staying. Something that I forgot in one of my one-off items was this cosmetic case from the Mickey and Friends drop. It's the only cosmetic case that I have, and to be honest, I currently don't put makeup in it. I did for a while, but now I have like a lot of perfumes and some just stock items of makeup. So I took them out to show you the interior, but I mostly have like some extra perfumes that I bought like the full size of, and then some travel sizes. So stuff like that has been going in here and then under my bathroom sink. Just a few more items left. Next up, we have the tote bags. I have a few of these. This was the first tote bag that I ever purchased. It's in the flamingo pink color, of course, and it is pretty dirty because I use this all the time when I'm traveling. This is kind of like my carry-on bag. Even if I'm just driving like up to Monterey, this is what I put my laptop in, my books that I'm reading, my tech gear that I want to have on hand, my first aid kit, all of that good stuff fits in here. And this one is actually the mini tote. I forgot about that. It does come with the strap, which again is dirty. Oh no, very dirty. It looks like maybe some pen got on there. Some of the items I can keep in good condition. Some of them are definitely more used, but at least it's living its life. It's following its purpose. It does have a little pouch on the inside, little zipper. So that's the mini tote. Now for a classic tote, we have this. So this is like a normal, regular, classic size tote. It's a little bit bigger. I don't know if I can show the comparison. It's kind of difficult. But it's a little bit wider, a little bit bigger. And this, of course, is the gorgeous ruby red. I think it was last year that Stoney Clover was just randomly dropping Disney collections, and the giant patch you cannot purchase individually. At the time, again, years ago, you could only get the Minnie and Mickey patches at Fable in Orlando, and if you wanted a jumbo-sized patch, it had to be on an already customized piece, which at the time were some tote bags and some duffel bags. I was very tempted at the time to get a tote bag with the embroidered patch, but it was so expensive and I was on a tighter budget, so I got the one customized large pouch and then picked up the patches. So something that people have been screaming for was having the large patch available. So they did some different drops of different colors, and I waited and waited and waited. My waiting served me well because they brought back Ruby, my favorite, and I was able to get the mini patch on there. This one I haven't used yet. I'm holding out for this for the next time I either stay at the Disneyland Hotel. Yeah, this is a very special bag for me. From the Target collaboration, this clear tote bag. This one I've used when traveling, when going to the pool, but to be honest, this mostly nowadays just holds a lot of my Stoney Clover items, so it's kind of like storage. But this one would be great for summertime, or like when you're traveling to the parks, especially if you're a parent and you have little ones that you're bringing all of their items. for, and just going through security right now can be such a drag. So it's nice when you have clear items that they can quickly look through things. This very mini, it's smaller than anything. It's like a micro mini tote bag. It's with the velvety pink and the embroidered gold hearts. Again, I used this for Valentine's Day. Those are all of my tote bags. And of course, because my collection is so large, I forgot I had some other pouches. So we're going back again. I have these two clear pouches that I customized with the leftovers of my Fable patches. So I put my Mickey and my Minnie bow on here. It's like a little traveling set. These were perfect for when we were flying. I had a lot of my travel sized items in here, easy for TSA. They are a little dirty. I know some people have asked for different tips on how to clean this like plasticky material. So if you have any advice, I would appreciate it. An item that I feel like it sold out pretty well and I haven't seen it come back was this gingham heart-shaped jumbo tote bag. Oh, I even still have some money in here. Oh, my reusable straw. So you can see I have used this in the past. I haven't used it that much, to be honest, but it holds a great amount. The only problem is that because it's so big, everything just sinks down to the bottom. So depending on what you need to carry with you, it might or might not just get really heavy. But this one's super cute for the springtime. I know they've done other like heart-sized items, but I don't think it's ever gotten this big. Again, correct me if I am wrong. Just a few more pieces. We're almost done. Backpacks. This one is kind of dirty. You can see it is used in my gorgeous ruby red. This is what I definitely use to take to the parks. I like that it's big enough that I can hold a good amount, but it's not like super heavy. They're actually pretty light considering how big it is and how much it carries. This one I've thought about customizing with a Minnie and Mickey patch across the back, but for the meantime, the ruby is really nice and bold. And my last backpack, I think this is from the restock event that they had at the Newport Lido store. I got this backpack. They had a mini sized backpack as well, but I got the classic size. It does have the ruffle here on the front. No water bottle holder, but this one's super cute. I haven't worn this one as much lately, especially during the heat of Southern California, because I felt like just sweat staining was starting to show up. Sorry, that's kind of gross, but it's real. And so I haven't been using this one as much compared to like the darker red. Last two items. My only duffel bag so far for Stoney Clover was from the Target collaboration. So this is that like puffy pink embroidered heart. It's not as big as like a classic duffel. This is what I feel like they would consider a mini sized duffel. So this one great for overnight trips if I'm spending the night at a friend's house or going to like the Disneyland hotel. This one definitely is useful. And last but certainly not least, I don't even know if this is gonna fit in the frame, we have my Stoney Clover and Target collaboration mini suitcase. This one was definitely a very coveted item, and I traveled all over the Central Coast to find it. There was one Target like almost an hour away from Monterey, and I mobile ordered it and picked it up. It has some scuffs on it, unfortunately, but for the most part, it's still in good shape. And this one I've used recently on our little getaways. I didn't get the big sized suitcase, unfortunately. That one definitely sold out and I just was never able to find it. But this little carry-on size suitcase does the trick. So those, my friends, are all of my Stoney Clover bags. Some of them I am going to actually part with, so stick around and check out my Poshmark to see which items can be welcomed into your home. If you made it this far into the video, I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.